Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Miguel walked out of Cobra Kai? Part 3. If you haven't seen the previous two parts, I would recommend you go watch them before continuing this one. So in this timeline, Miguel and Sam would get back together, and Robbie would be heartbroken. One day Robbie would be buying groceries, and he would run into Tori, and they would begin talking. Tori would say that they were both wronged by Miguel and Sam, but even though Sam and Robbie weren't together anymore, Robbie would still defend Sam, and he would say that she was a good person, but Tori would tell him that she chose Miguel over him, and she would tell him the same thing she told him in the original timeline, that even now she has him wrapped around her finger. So Robbie would remember this, and they would go their separate ways, and the events of Cobra Kai would continue. Kreese would start to make cuts in Cobra Kai, and he would kick out some of the weaker students, so some would go to Miyagi-Do, and some would go to other dojos. Those events would carry on. Johnny would be released from jail, and he would want to go talk to Miguel. Johnny would tell him that he was right, and that he was happy that Daniel helped him and Robbie. Miguel would be happy to hear this. Johnny would also ask Miguel to apologize to Daniel for him, because he wouldn't be able to talk to him because of his restraining order. And Johnny would also want to talk to Robbie, but he wouldn't be able to go to the LaRusso house. But Miguel would tell him that Robbie moved out. So Johnny would want to go find Robbie, and he would find out where Shannon lives. So Johnny would find Robbie, and he would want to talk to him. Robbie would be surprised to see Johnny. Johnny would apologize to Robbie for everything that happened. So Robbie and Johnny would talk, and they would start to rebuild their relationship. Miguel would tell Daniel everything that Johnny said, but Daniel still wouldn't trust Johnny. Johnny would go back to Cobra Kai, and he would want to retake it from Kreese, but Kreese would say that he talked to the landlord, and that Cobra Kai was his, so he would kick Johnny out of Cobra Kai. Johnny would decide to form Eagle Fang in this timeline, and he would want to get Miguel and Robbie to join, but Miguel would still decide to stay in Miyagi-Do. Since Robbie wasn't in Miyagi-Do anymore, Robbie would decide to join Eagle Fang, and he would be Johnny's first student. Some of the former Cobra Kai students that were kicked out by Kreese would hear about Eagle Fang, and they would decide to join. So Johnny would start training his students. Robbie would start to learn offense. Danny would hear that Robbie had joined Eagle Fang, and at first, Danny would feel betrayed, but he would be happy for Robbie that him and Johnny were getting along now. Robbie would find Tori, and he would want to convince her to join Eagle Fang, and since Tori wasn't in Cobra Kai anymore, she would take up Robbie's offer. So Tori would join Eagle Fang in this timeline, and the three dojos would continue to operate. Cobra Kai and Eagle Fang would start to have a rivalry, but Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do would go their separate ways. Overall, things would be a lot more peaceful in this timeline. And that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Miguel walked out of Cobra Kai with Daniel during the events of Cobra Kai Season 2? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.